First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, bahasham, or Kakadash. Second, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS that do well. Peace, love, hope, and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth. Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi place you at. Shalom to you. I came out there risking your life and your freedom to preach this gospel. That's good news via highways and byways or via the internet. Shalom to you, shalom to you Israelites that may like the members of the other nations, but your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And if your spirit can receive it, you're an Israelite. So shalom to you sincere Yahawah. Out there, you few women. Shalom to you children as well. The brother Michael from Tribe of Judah 144 coming to you again with another quick lesson. Aparat the Zot, which means Lord willing, you receive some edification from it. Okay? Today's lesson is just going to be based about everything is of the will of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Everything that's going on in this world is of the will of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Everything. From the famine that's to come, from the pestilence that's, the ever pestilence that's going to come, to, to the out of control violence that is to come. All right. All these are in a way of form of judgment, and all these are the will of Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. Okay. But the hopeful elect is going to be safe. The elect is going to be safe through all these different things that's to come. The sword, famine, pestilence. All right. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 5 and verse 16. When I say this is Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 16. When I should send upon them the evil arrows of famine. Right? And we're actually in the beginning stages of that, and it's just going to get bad and worse and worse and worse and worse. All right? Which shall be for their destruction. All right? And which I will send to destroy you. I will increase the famine upon you, and I will break your staff of bread. All right. So Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi is not playing. If he says he's going to do something is going to be done. That's why you see all these different food warehouses, suspiciously being burned down. Okay. Because this is a judgment. People dying of famine is a judgment. Okay. Because Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi is going to make all pride cease. Pride is going to cease very soon. Especially for you 2/3 out there that think y'all got it all, and you don't need Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. Okay, and he has pleaded his case with you multiple times. All right, he's going to allow you, your children, people around you, your loved ones, to die from the famine, to die from the pestilence. Okay, and to die from that sword. That modern day sword is that gun. If you look at violence, every time you turn on the news, you even have a mass shooting somewhere, it's only going to get worse and worse. It's going to get catastrophically bad. Okay? We got the blackouts that's supposed to be coming real soon. So all this is of the will of Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. Okay? And hunger, I can only imagine that's a very, very terrifying, a very, very painful way to die for starvation. All right? Which is going to lead to, just like it happened in our history before, which is going to lead to cannibalism. Okay? Verse 17. So I will send upon you a famine, an evil beast. All right? Because you got those newly created animals. You got the animals that, that walk around freely. You're going to have animals that's going to be, at the zoo, but have nobody to take care of them or nothing like that. So they're going to get out. It's going to be all out hell. It's going to be it's going to be catastrophically bad. It's going to be very, very bad. And this is all of the will of Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. Okay? As a form of judgment for a lot of people. And they shall be, you heed thee, and the pestilence and the blood shall pass through thee. And I will bring the sword upon thee, The Lord have spoken it, okay? I will bring the sword upon thee. And that's what's happening right now. That sword is being brought upon a lot of people as judgment. And it don't matter if you a baby. It don't matter if you're a toddler. It don't matter if you're an old elder. You know, if you're an old woman, old man. It don't matter if you're a young man, young woman. It don't even matter if you're a woman anymore. You know, because you women for a minute have been had that sense of it, and exemptment. Oh, but that's form of protection that y'all once had is being lifted. So it's not even safe for y'all no more. All right. But Yahawashi say he's going to protect his elect through all this. But as the lack of the food, it's only going to usher in people breaking in, taking your goods, killing you. Okay, it's going to get bad. And let me get that. Let me get that. In 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 19. All right. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right. Great tribulation. All right. Bad times are coming. Okay. And because it's going to be a lack of, and we're living in the stages of the lack of everything. You have farmers out here that's being paid off, very generously to destroy their crop and their lands. And that's the will of Yahawah. That's putting spirit on them to do this because it's a form of judgment. That's why you have so many different killing instruments out here, all these different guns and everything for this particular time in history, for this particular time that's to come. All right. Because a lot of people have taken this, especially the ones that's not they don't hearken and believe in its truth. They taking it as a game or a joke. Or that can't happen to me, or that's not going to happen in this lifetime. But as you look on the news, what do you see? They're talking about the global famine. They're talking about the blackouts. They're talking about the rise in gas prices. They're talking about the rent. All these different things that they're talking about and speaking on, and people still don't want to get right. They still don't want to hearken. They still don't want to listen. So when this judgment comes upon you, you're going to know it was the will of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi that brought this on you. You're going to know that Yahawah brought these judgments upon you. Okay? And I'm going to end it off the book of Job. Okay? This is the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 20. Okay? Because I had mentioned the hopeful elect, and you got to know that the elect was created to be delivered from these situations that's to come. The elect was created for these situations, all right? Because somebody has to be delivered through these situations and preserved, all right? And this is the book of Job. I'm going to end it off here. This is the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 20. In famine, he shall redeem thee from the sword. In famine, he shall redeem thee from the sword, and in war from the power of the sword. Okay? Thou shalt be hid from the surges of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. Okay? So when these things come, the hopeful elect is going to have that chill, laid back spirit. Because they know they're being protected and they know they're being preserved by Yahawashi. And he's going to protect and watch over the hopeful elect. He's not a man that he's lied. He said he's going to do something. It's going to be done. All right. All these different things the Lord said that he was going to do. Now we're seeing them being manifested. Okay. Verse 22. Salakim. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Okay. Because Yahawah is going to put us in we're going to be at peace with the animals of the earth. Just like if you read about the Elijah, or when the ravens brought him his food and everything, you're going to have different scenarios like that. You're going to have scenarios where animals are going to be at in legion with the men of the Lord, okay, the hopeful elect, all right? And they're going to watch over and protect them as well, okay? You best to believe that, all right? verse 20. So like in verse 24, and thou shalt know that the tabernacles shall be in peace, and thou shalt, so like, and thou shalt visit the habitation and shall not sin. Okay, but the point right here is really at 20, 21, 22, and 23. Okay, because that's like the, in a nutshell, the whole flip side of everything. Okay, when you got all this bad that's taking place and all these evils that's coming upon the world, you're going to have the good as well, because you're going to have the elect that's going to be preserved. They're going to be in allegiance with the animals. They're going to be at one with the earth. Okay, the earth is going to protect them. The earth is going to hide them. The earth is going to give them the things that they need to get by. Okay, you think Yahawah would just, let us get through all this just to destroy? No, he's a merciful power. Okay? And if he said he's going to do something, if he said he's going to hide us, he's going to protect us, he's going to preserve us, you best to believe those things is going to come. But just know that everything that happens is of the will of Yahawah. Okay? So call Allah Yahawah, call Allah Yahawah, call Allah Yahawah, bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS that do rule well. Peace, love, hope, and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth where Yahawashi has placed you at. Okay? Just know everything that happens, from the good to the bad, is of the will of Yahawashi. Alright? And a lot of these things that's happening is a form of judgment. Alright? So now is the time to get right, hearken, and listen to the words of Yahawashi, because all hell is about to break loose real soon. The famine, the pestilence, the sword, all that's going to be wrapped up. And it's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse from here. All right? So to the next one, shalom.